What the fuck are you doing here? I didn't invite you over. What's going on? What you want? Oh, you want to do some Reddits? Okay. Let's do it. And before we get started, I just wanted to make sure that you're doing okay. Have you had a good morning? Did you have a good afternoon? I know it's just early afternoon right now. Today's Valentine's Day, so again, we're going to go into some dating hell on Reddit. But I just wanted to let you know, if you don't have a Valentine's date today, I'll be your Valentine, and we can hang out right here and just stare into each other's eyes, you know. Maybe like Eskimo kisses or something. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Maybe. Anywho's. So yeah, we are getting back into some Reddits, y'all. Because this is Roman B. Reddits. Alright, this looks like a good one. The title is called Probably Couldn't Have Gone Any Worse. I've had a few of those. So, anywho, without talking a whole bunch about myself, let's go ahead and get into it. I'll bring this down to just maybe like a little bit right there. Alright, OP says, I've been friend-zoned hard by a girl that I'm really into, and I'm just here to rant and moan a little bit if that's okay. So I've been into this girl called Heather, hopefully that's not her real name, for a couple of years now. We met through work, and I've always had a thing for her. She was in a relationship, though, despite not being a fan of her boyfriend at all. I never made a move towards her despite thinking that she liked me as well. Good guy. More people need to be like you, because they're not. Anyway, she eventually broke up with this guy, and I made it pretty obvious to her that I liked her. She told me that she liked me back, but she wanted to take things slow because she had just split up with her boyfriend who she was with for a while, and I respected that. Again, good on you. After a couple of months of talking and flirting, she finally asks me to go grab a couple of drinks together, and this was going to be the first time that I saw her in a couple of years. I was super nervous, but obviously I agreed because I was crazy for her. I understand that. You get all excited, like you get almost too excited and you have to fucking calm yourself down because can't come off that excited, otherwise they're gonna think you're crazy. You gotta wait and unleash that craziness on them after like 3 months of dating. But until then, hold your excitement, okay? Everybody out there, every guy out there. Alright, could be girls too, I don't know, I don't judge. I'm a solid 7 or 8 because I'm honest and man enough to admit Heather was out of my league. You rated yourself a 7 or an 8? I guess it's better than rating yourself a 10. I'm a 6. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm like a 5.5 to a 6. As far as appearance goes, my personality is a -3. Okay. I'm a solid 7 or 8, but I'm honest and man enough to admit Heather was out of my league. We went to this pretty fun bar and there was a mini event going on. Sounds like a battle of bands. Wasn't my usual scene, but I thought I'd give it a blast because of her. Okay, so, you're not into the music scene, but you wanted to, you wanted to give her something that she wanted to do, and you saw that was making her smile, I'm guessing, and good on you. The night was going good. Really good, actually. We shared a couple of laughs, had a few drinks together, and even fancied a couple of times. What does that mean? What does fancied mean? I know, what fancied means, oh, I fancy that person. But to use it like that, like a verb, we fancied a couple of times? Am I reading that wrong? We shared a couple of laughs, had a few drinks together, and even fancied a couple of times. Maybe it was danced and it auto-corrected. I don't know. It was going perfectly in my head until the later stages of the night. Ruh-roh. Me and Heather were waiting at the bar. We noticed one of the drummers from one of the bands who were playing, who we both really enjoyed. We thought we'd both go say hi to him whilst we were waiting. No. I already see where this is gonna go. She wants to go talk to the drummer. Not the good guy who's, been being really sweet. Oh, fuck. This type of shit's happened to me too, don't you worry. Anywho. Alright, where was I? We thought we'd both say hi to him whilst we were waiting. We introduced ourselves and told him his band was awesome. He shook our hands and thanked us, and Heather made a comment about the size of his hands. In just that moment, I felt like she had some weird connection and they had chemistry from the get-go, and it was awful. Yeah, I called this one. Ended up speaking together at the bar whilst I got the drinks. Heather invited him to sit with us at the booth we had together, which I wasn't entirely thrilled about. I wouldn't be either. I was on the end, Heather was in the middle, and the drummer dude was on the other side. Oh no. Please tell me you were on the outside so that you can beeline it the fuck out of there. For around 30 minutes of the conversation, I barely said a word, and I have never felt more like a third wheel in my life. At one point, Heather got up because she needed to go use the toilet. Because the drummer guy was quite a big dude, she sort of had to squeeze past him, and as she did, it was like she grinded against him a little back and gave him this look. From that moment, I knew the date was over for me, and I just sort of accepted things. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry that I'm about to say what I'm about to say. And this is not generally anything that I say about girls. But she's a bitch. Fuck her. And I watch. She's going to leave with the drummer. I guarantee it. She leaves with the drummer and leaves her friend that she knows has had a thing for a very long time. This is their first date. She's gonna go home with the drummer, and they're gonna, I lost my place. Alright, so, yeah, because the drummer was quite a big guy, she sort of had to squeeze past him, and she did this sort of grind against him a little back and gave him this look. From that moment, I knew that things were over for me, and I just sort of accepted things. Alright. So it was just me and the drummer dude. He finally talks to me, asks me if Heather was my girlfriend. Which I was a bit annoyed at that, because why would you ask me just now? I told him no, she isn't, and he sort of smiled, finished off his drink, and told me he was gonna fuck her tonight. These are the types of guys that, never mind. Y'all want the, This is the type of things that makes nice guys decide to become fucking douchebags. Because you pick the fucking douchebag every fucking time in front of the nice guy. He finished off his drink and told me that he was going to fuck her tonight. He left the booth and went back to the bar. I was left completely gobsmacked. Yeah, dude. When Heather came back, instead of coming back to the booth, she went over and sat with him at the bar. They spoke privately for about 5 minutes, and she comes back over to tell me that she's gonna leave with Luke now. I fucking called it. His name's Luke. Fuck you, Luke. I didn't even know his name, so I was just done at this point. I told her it's okay to have fun tonight and stay safe. She gave me a hug and thanked me for the night. Luke didn't even bother saying bye or anything to me. Yeah, because Luke's a narcissistic asshole. He didn't even give a shit about, like, her anything. Like, anything to do with her. But, and this guy's over here, like, putting in time. This other dude's just like, I'm gonna fuck her. That's all he wants. She leaves with him. She leaves with him. People like this are fucking insane. I thought about having another drink, but I was just insanely deflated and left. Didn't hear from Heather until 2 a.m. Of course I was still awake. I couldn't sleep and was just thinking about how badly the night went. I won't get into much details here because, quite frankly, I don't see the point. but I will confirm that she did sleep with Luke. Of course she did. Of course she did. That's the story. Thanks for reading. If you made it this far, happy to answer any comments and questions. I don't get people, man. That's why I'm an introvert. I just don't get people. I don't get people. You would think that someone being genuine and like having fun and making you laugh and being like an all-around good person, you said that you liked him back, but then when you invited him to go get drinks, you abandoned him for a fucking drummer? Literally abandoned him. Left him there. You're stone cold. Alright, let's look at the comments. Sorry, I know, I'm over here, dude. I got so mad for this guy. For him, not at him. Alright, comments. And this guy says, you dodged a bullet. OP replied, most likely. And then somebody else comes back and says, yep, you did. If she was truly interested in you, she wouldn't have let a quick fuck distract her. And it's probably better for your mental health to never sleep with a woman you're into than to sleep with her once and then find out it was nothing serious on her part. Most of us have been there. Sucks, bro. Better luck next time. Yeah, again, most of us have been there. The guys who give a shit. This person says, man, that's shitty. I'm so sorry. I am too. Oh, OP has an update? He updated this? When was this posted? He updated it on the same day. Alright, so update. We haven't spoken since we had a petty argument about the night. Now she's just uploaded a photo of her outfit from the night, so she clearly can't be feeling too bad. She doesn't. And that's what's fucked up. That's why I fucking hate dating. That's why dating is hell. Dating hell. Man, yeah, you got all these girls going for that 666 build. Listen, man, keep trying, keep looking. You're eventually going to find somebody who you're going to click with, and somebody who wants to spend time with you just as much as you want to spend time with them. Somebody who has a soul and wouldn't fucking do something like this, something super fucking shitty like this to one of their, what they call a friend. She shat all over you, man. In your face, rubbed it in your face, and then posts a picture of herself in a picture of what she was wearing on that night. The world's going to hell. The world's going to hell. Fuck everybody. Alright, so, yeah, I'm sorry about that, dude. I really am, but I promise you, if you keep looking, be your genuine self, fight every instinct to turn into that asshole so that you can be like him and get the girl. I can promise you, I can almost promise you, that guy will grow old and lose his luster. Being a cool drummer only lasts for so fucking long because he's not gonna make it anywhere. And then he's going to have spent so much time trying to make his band work that he can't find a fucking job. So, unless he's going to school or like, doing his thing and making shit work. But anyways, I'm just trying to say fuck this guy as hard as I can. Well, alright, so I hope that you guys had a blast today, because I sure as hell did. Maybe not so much of a blast as, got irritated. Alright, so I hope you guys had a good time despite this little story right here that I'm sure has a couple of people either irritated or like in defense mode for the other girl. So, tell me your thoughts about this situation down in the comments. I would love to know that, as well as how I reacted to it and if you liked or hated that, because I did go after this girl a little bit, and that is 100% that's 100% your right to come at me. So if you want to, go ahead. Know that I love you regardless, even if you do come at me. It's not going to change my attitude towards you. So if you had a good time, like this video, ring that bell so that you know when we're kicking it, and subscribe to our channel. I have stuff releasing every day on here, game-wise. That's never going to change. This is part of a new addition into the channel, so I hope that you're enjoying it. And if you want to get ahead of the gaming channel, like as far as posts, go hit up my Patreon. It's $3 a month for early access and everything else. And my other channel, CannaFacts, needs a little bit of love, where I give you educational information about cannabis. So if you want to go check that out, awesome. If not, that's cool too. So other than that, I love you guys. Deuces. And I promise you that I will see you when I see you. And know this, if you learn to love yourself, everybody else will love you more because of it. I promise you. Be comfortable in your skin. Alright, I love you guys. Stay safe.